Welcome back to Freshco Graphics. Whether you're a returning viewer or joining us for the first time, we're thrilled to have you. Subscribe now for captivating insights into home and interior design. Design ideas: a French shabby chic house with classic vintage rose. If you've ever dreamed of a home that feels like a faded romance novel wrapped in linen and sunlight, let me introduce you to the French shabby chic style with a classic vintage rose pattern. This look is all about soft, weathered elegance. Think dusty pinks, antique whites, and sage greens, with just a touch of charcoal gray to keep things grounded. The star of the show is that gorgeous rose pattern, which brings a nostalgic garden party feel without being too precious or frilly. We're going to walk through the whole house, from the front gate to the bathroom, using wallpaper only in certain spaces and letting chalky paint do its magic elsewhere. The key is to keep everything feeling airy, lived in, and a little bit imperfect, like a beautiful old farmhouse in Provence. So grab a cup of tea, and let's design this dream together, room by room. First impressions matter, so your facade should whisper "Welcome to my charming chaos" in the loveliest way. Think weathered wood shutters in soft sage green, a front door painted in dusty rose, and climbing real roses or ivy framing the entrance. A gravel path lined with antique urns and lavender bushes sets the tone before you even step inside. The garden itself should feel unstructured but intentional: peonies, old-fashioned hydrangeas, and a little bistro set tucked under a wisteria-draped arbor. Add a vintage iron bench with flaking white paint, and let some moss grow between the stones for that authentic shabby chic soul. Trust me, when the evening light hits those faded roses, your neighbors will think they've wandered into a French film. As you open the front door, the entryway hits you with that first burst of classic vintage rose wallpaper, and it's pure magic. The paper features dusty rose blooms with soft sage green leaves and charcoal gray outlines, all set on an antique white background that keeps it from feeling too busy. Keep the floor simple: weathered limestone tiles or wide plank wood in a pale whitewashed finish. Hang a vintage gilt mirror with a chippy frame and a small console table in chalky white, topped with a single rose in a chipped ceramic vase. A woven runner in muted tones and an old cane seat chair for pulling off muddy boots complete the scene. This space says, "Come on in, kick off your shoes and stay a while," without screaming for attention. The living room continues the wallpaper on one or two accent walls, but you can also keep it to just the entryway flow. Here, I'd paper the wall behind the sofa for maximum coziness. Layer in a faded linen sofa in antique white. Pile on throw pillows in dusty rose and sage green. And don't forget a chunky knit throw that looks like your grandma made it. A distressed wood coffee table with peeling paint and a few stacked vintage books ties the room together. For lighting, choose a wrought iron chandelier with candle covers or a shabby white floor lamp with a burlap shade. Add a vintage armoire in chalky white for storage, and hang a few botanical prints of roses in simple frames. The goal is to feel like you could nap here for 3 hours and wake up completely restored. Your bedroom should feel like a secret garden, so use that vintage rose wallpaper on the wall behind the bed. It frames you like a painting every morning. Choose a wrought iron bed frame in matte black or aged white, dressed in soft cotton sheets in antique white and a dusty rose quilt. Nightstands should be mismatched but harmonious. One painted chalky white, one in raw wood with a little drawer pull that's slightly crooked. A sage green velvet armchair in the corner invites you to read old letters or just stare out the window. Keep curtains light and airy, sheer white linen with a faint rose trim, and add a vintage rug in faded pinks and grays. A single fresh rose in a little bud vase on your nightstand is the final whisper of romance before you drift off. The dining room shares that same wallpaper from the entryway, creating a beautiful visual flow as you move through the house. A long farmhouse table in reclaimed oak, slightly worn and whitewashed, sits center stage with mismatched vintage chairs, some in wood, some in chalky white, maybe one in dusty rose. Hang a low, aged brass chandelier with candle bulbs so the light flickers softly over dinner. Use antique white plates with tiny rosebud details, linen napkins in sage green, and a centerpiece of hydrangeas and roses in a vintage pitcher. A hutch in chalky white displays chipped ironstone and old silverware that doesn't match, and that's the whole point. Every meal here feels like a picnic in a French meadow, even if you're just eating toast. No wallpaper in the kitchen, just warm chalky white or antique white on all walls to keep things fresh and easy to clean. Paint the upper cabinets in antique white, and the lower ones in dusty rose or sage green for a subtle nod to the rose theme without going overboard. Open shelving made from reclaimed wood holds white dishes, a few rose-patterned teacups, and mason jars full of dried lavender. A farmhouse sink in aged copper or white ceramic is a must, with a brass faucet that's developing a nice patina. Use soft gray or checkerboard black and white tiles on the floor, and hang a little wreath of dried roses and herbs on the back of the door. It's the kind of kitchen where bread rises on the counter, and you never feel guilty about the flour dusting every surface. The bathroom also skips wallpaper, keeping walls in chalky white so the space feels clean, bright, and spa-like. A clawfoot tub in antique white is non-negotiable. Paint the outside legs in dusty rose if you're feeling brave. Use a vintage dresser as a vanity, with a white ceramic sink plopped on top and a mismatched mirror with a chipped gilt frame above. Soften the floor with a rag rug in faded sage and rose stripes, and hang a simple linen shower curtain with a tiny embroidered rose at the hem. Keep accessories minimal. A few rolled-up white towels, a bar of rose-scented soap in a vintage dish, and a small vase with a single cutting from your garden. This bathroom feels like a secret hideaway where you'd soak for hours, reading a novel and pretending you're in the French countryside.